The following is a conversation between Matías De Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am. The date is April 20th, 2021, and the subject is the emotional aspect of the Toroid in Aries. The title of today's blog is Victory. Me. Pisces had a dream, and he launched into it, making it come true. But first, he asked himself, what does this dream mean? Why do you dream it? What do you want to live it for? What is your purpose? Who will live it? How do you intend to manifest it? How much of yourself should you have to make it possible? When is the best time to achieve it? Where can you capture it? And question if that dream is really yours. Once you get the answers, you will set the intention to let go of what you believed and what you clung to forcefully solve all the problems and obstacles that come your way, fighting furiously to be independent of your past and move towards the future. What is the goal? I am the victory. Me. Clearly, this had to be the concept today. Nothing more emotional for Aries than winning, than living victory. Why is this sign related to competition, sport, excess energy? I am. Aries is the initiator, and therefore he does nothing more than pretend to complete things in order to start new ones. He gets bored easily, because everything that is already in the development process is desperate for him. He needs the culmination of things to obtain the power to ignite the spark. It is the eternal and infinite beginning. For this reason, all of existence, for Aries, is presented as a marathon, a race in which goals must be met. The path is not as important as recognizing that you have reached the end and started a new stage again. Me. But isn't that counterproductive to the teachings we have received, such as the important thing is the path, not the destination? I am. When you become aware of the eternity of the universe, you value the path above all things. And philosophically, you understand that the important thing is to experience, because there is no end to things by themselves. However, when awareness becomes a habit, one gets lost in the paths of experimentation, to cling to the path, forgetting where he was going, and the importance of getting where he was going. What allows the existence of networks and the existence itself is the ability of data to move and interact through the nodes. Without that end, you could not feel anything, perceive or understand things. Understand that the path is eternal and is made up of a constant of endings and beginnings. Me. Oh, I understand. It's like drawing a long dotted line. From the constant vision of time and space, it is a consecutive, eternal line, a path. But each point that composes it is a beginning and an end in itself. I am. Dot, 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 and so on. Such is existence. What your brain interprets as a line is nothing more than an eternal sequence of points, and what your brain understands as points is nothing more than a sequence in a line. Alpha and Omega for all eternity. This implies that the only thing that allows the existence of the consequence is the eternal permanence of the beginnings and ends. Me, being born and dying, beginning and end. Everything is arranged so that it begins and ends, like days and nights, weeks, months, years. Time is a constant divided into millions of finite fragments. I am. Same as the consciousness of the universe. Every thinking mind in the cosmos is a fraction of the universal mind. All are a constant idea, mentalism, consciousness of the divine universe, and in turn, it is divided into individuals. As water is one, fragmented into millions of atoms or drops. Me. Wow, it's true. I am. For this very reason, Aries reminds us that all things have a beginning and an end, a goal, an objective, and that everyone is the path. There is no end to the path, since the path is a constant of endings. Me. So, what role does the competition play? I am. Com meaning with, and petere meaning ask or acclaim, is to acclaim something together. Particles compete for space and energy, atoms compete for energy, molecules compete for energy, and so on. Nature groups individuals, fractions of being, in order to claim something, to receive energy. If you don't take action, you won't get what you need. Nature is capable of generating everything for everyone, but to obtain it, they must earn it. Me. This is a very capitalist or liberal vision. I am. Do you think that nature is communist? Me. Explain it to me. I am. Organisms group together in communities, sharing energy with each other. This is the basis of natural communism. But the reason why this communism works is because each individual brings something to the group and does his part to generate and exchange energy. That is capitalism, and it is called distribution of capital, of what is earned. There is no organism in nature that feeds energy to other organisms without asking for anything in return. In that case, it's called a tumor or parasite. For something to work, teamwork is needed, and no matter how small, everyone contributes something to the whole. It's called competition. It is the exchange between the parts, which by nature occur in freedom between the fractions. There is no central system that forces others to give to others. There is no government that distributes capital, but a government that sends signals to where there is more so they can share with those who have less. It's called libertarian equity. Independence is achieved when you are able to generate your own resources or add your resources to those of the group or community. But when someone does not make their energy available, there is no victory, but parasitic disease. Me. Ugh, this is morally very touchy today, because it is considered that it is necessary to help those who have less with the resources of those who have more. I am. And so it should be. That's how nature works. Me. But then I don't understand, because your description was completely backwards. I am. Oh no. What's upside down is your preconception. The mistake is in believing that someone external, paternalistic, or matriarchal has to decide on the parties, considering some weak and others strong. Weak organisms tend to group together to generate greater interaction, and thus find a way to compete. But no one in nature simply gives to those who do not have. Everyone delivers or performs something. The human is the only one that has broken this rule, and for this reason there is hunger in the world, rich and poor. And the poor are usually out of competition, since the states have dedicated themselves to dominating them with the purpose of maintaining power. Me. I understand. It's not a matter of not having, but of nurturing the idea that they don't have, which takes away their power. I am. Stigmatizing profit. Winning comes from the Indo-European etymology gi, which means to be open, to open up to something, also related to yawning. The Goths used this term to describe ganan, related to the desire for something, like someone who opens their mouth wide to eat everything. Related to competition, the concept of winning is the one that tells us about taking that energy that is needed, as in English win, from when, which is a desire for something. Power is the fundamental energy, since power comes from power, arising from the idea of being a master, master of one's own destiny, independent of others. From the mental human concepts, one competes to obtain recognition. From the emotional, one competes to be accepted. And from the physical, one competes to win. All three give power to the being, but this system comes from, as I have mentioned, from the incessant search for energy in exchange with other organisms. And that energy, vital force, in the Indo-European language is called wake, that is, victory, me. In other words, victory is the concept that lets us know that we have managed to obtain the energy we needed to keep going, developing ourselves. I am. The constant task of living organisms is the administration of this energy, or force, and for this they must learn to exchange naturally from a liberal independence, and at the same time that they need a community exchange to achieve what is necessary. This is teamwork. The only possible victory is when the effort of each individual sustains and develops the group, like a hive, an anthill, a herd, a forest, a school, a family, or a communal village. Victory is the exchange of energy. Me. And how is it related to the competition of an end, a goal? I am. In Greek, meta means beyond, giving the sense of advancing far away. However, the idea of goal comes from the cones located in the stages of a Roman horse circus, marking the limits of the race, since the word derives from the construction. In English, goal refers to the obstacles on a path. Running and crossing obstacles to advance further and build a new stage is the sporting or symbolic summary of our lives. Being born, growing, reproducing, and dying. Each one of these stages, fragmented by days, months, years, hours, periods. Life itself is the energy, vitality, strength that we gain in each new cycle, and therefore they represent victory itself, from the mentioned point of view of a dotted line. Me. So victory is eternal. I am. But you must know how to use that energy. Well, if you wear it out or steal it, there is no victory, but dependence, lack of power. Me. I redefine the idea of competition then, from being something that puts me in the fight with others, to being something that helps me improve my interaction and exchange with others, freely if I do so consciously. I am. Well, if you do it from unconsciousness, you will become a cancer, a tumor of the organism to which you belong, stealing energy from the system, and one day you will die because no one will be able to give you anything else. Me. I redefine the idea of believing that I do all this to reach an end, a goal, because all my path is a constant goal. I am. Every day you get up is to win a new fight at all levels. Every day you advance more. Every day you learn something new. You are victorious. Energetic. Me. This is how I re-signify victory, not as what puts me above others as a winner, but as the recognition that I was able to generate the energy I need to exist by myself. I am. You are eternally victorious. Every day you wake up, you are victorious. When you have eaten, you are victorious. When you laugh with someone, you are victorious. When you love, you are victorious. When you rest, you are victorious. When you share, you're victorious. When you learn or teach, you are victorious. When you manage to create something, you are victorious. When you live, you are victorious. Me. Emotion is energy, and the energy managed independently in our being becomes victory, translated into life. For this reason, I understand, if I know how to manage the emotional energies of this Aries momentum, I will be able to become the winner of my own being, the generator of my own victory. I am. Recognize yourself victorious. Bring awareness to each of the sparks that ignite your being, and crown yourself with this mantle of energy that rewards your existence. Me. I am victorious. I am eternal wisdom.
My